Wetsuit category. We're getting some great feedback from the athletes, and in fact here in North America we've had to place 4 reorders and we haven't even shipped our first PO, so we're definitely gaining some momentum here. The first thing we'd like to talk about with our wetsuit program is the raw materials. Now, we introduced this new super stretch in fall 14 and we're carrying it through for spring 14. Reaction so far has been amazing. The stretch of the material is awesome, and also it's got a great soft hand feel, so it's super comfortable. In addition to that, it's got a DWR, so it's incredibly lightweight when it's in the water as well. One thing I like to do when I'm explaining wetsuits is take one of the styles and flip it inside out. There's a lot of make on the inside, and you can see exactly what construction is going into it. What we use for construction is a split neoprene tape. It holds up great under UV, and the stretch is amazing, super consistent with the materials. In addition to that, in our chest and back panel, we utilize a hollow fiber that has an engineered jacquard print. So what that does is it helps wick water away from the body. The other thing to call out on the interior is what we're doing for our wrist and leg cuffs. We're using this liquid tape to really anchor the cuffs and stabilize them. We have breaks in the liquid neoprene so that it's easy to get into, but then they're also very stable when they're in the water. So next we move on to the design and the components of the wetsuit. First off, we've got a chest zip closure. The reason we use an open-end zipper is because zippers are the #1 repair in wetsuits. So by using an open-end zipper, you can tell that the zipper is separated in this high-stress point so that when you're getting in and out of it, you're putting no pressure on the zipper and it won't break. In addition to that, we've engineered a draw cord. You could see the cyan and the black. These are 2 different materials, and so what that does is it holds up great under pressure with the barrel lock. One of the best things about this wetsuit is really the seam placement. And so seams don't stretch as much as materials, and so what we tried to do is put all of the seams in compression zones. If you look at any wetsuit on the market, you'll see that it has a seam going straight across the shoulder blade right here. So what we did was we designed the seam to go around the shoulder blade, continue underneath the underarm, and have a closing seam right here. So what that does, it allows for full range of motion when you're paddling, because we have expansion areas in the back and compression areas in the front. In addition to the closing seam being placed on the front, we also took a look at the lower torso. You'll notice that this back panel right here wraps all the way to the front area right here. What that does is it really addresses your ball and socket joints in your hip area. So you can see when you're straddling your board, there's no restriction. When you're jumping up on your board, there's no restriction, let alone all the maneuvers that you're performing in the water. One of the main things this season is we're aligning athlete stories, brand stories, and the wetsuit category. We've added the 2 block party stripes to the thigh, so you can see when you're watching all these events on the web, all of our athletes are in these 2 stripes telling this brand story and really connecting board shorts, wetsuits, athletes, and brand.